The New Zealand Government proposes introducing several novel policies to reduce smoking prevalence to 5% or below by 2025. Capping nicotine in combustible tobacco at 0.05 milligrams per gram, increasing the legal age of purchase by 1 year every year, reducing the number of tobacco retailers countrywide from an estimated 8,000 to 500 or below. There is no scientific evidence of efficacy or consequences based on real-life implementation or experience of these policies. Surveys of public opinion are often conducted to gauge support for proposed law changes, but how valid is it to ask people to give their opinion on something they know nothing about nor have any experience of? To investigate this, we asked 40 of our Voices of the 5% study participants what they thought of the policies. At enrolment between June 2020 and March 2021, our participants did not want to stop smoking, or they believed they would not be able to stop by 2025. We use the Affective-Propositional Model for our theoretical framework and discourse analysis to identify snippets of talk that reveal the thought process people go through when asked to express an opinion on a novel concept. Simplified, firstly, there is often an affective, emotional reaction. The next cognitive step is to look in one's mental filing cabinet for existing knowledge on the concept. And people look for something they know of or have experienced that they imagine might be like the concept. They then assess their imagined concept, or having found nothing on it, they detour to assessing the intent of the policy for alignment with their values. To illustrate, let's look at how people responded to the proposed cap on nicotine and tobacco. Some people didn't have a gut reaction because, as they said, "I don't know. I've never smoked a cigarette with no nicotine." Another said, "I couldn't put an opinion on that until I give it a go." Some thought it was, interesting. Some were shocked. "Oh, geez." Worried. "Oh my goodness." Incredulous. "What? No." "Oh, really?" And some were angry or expressed disdain. That's ridiculous. Having no experience of smoking a cigarette that has such a low level of nicotine, some people thought it might be like low alcohol beer or vaping with no nicotine. But smoking these very low nicotine cigarettes is nothing like these examples. Unable to form an opinion about the strategy of very low nicotine cigarettes based on existing knowledge or experience, some people express their opinion about the intent of the policy instead, but they weren't asked for an opinion on the intent or end goal. Ethically, policy analysis of extraordinary prohibitions should consider scientific evidence of potential negative consequences. Participants expected these to include a worsening of mental health conditions, people switching to more harmful substances, growing their own tobacco, there'd be backyard manufacture of ways to put nicotine back into low nicotine tobacco, and increased black market and associated crime. Asking people if they support these novel policies is like asking them if they like living on Mars. If the subject of a question cannot be comprehended, then the question is not measuring what it was intended to measure. This is just one bias undermining the validity of consultation and attitude surveys about these novel ideas. Robust scientific evaluations of the effects of unprecedented novel ideas on real-life communities are needed.